Okay, guys. So this is going to be a demonstration of how you put a signature into your follow-up messages, and I'll just show you what the difference is between them. So this is one that I've put a signature in, and you can see how cool this looks down the bottom. So we're going to put a picture. I said a signature. We're going to put a picture in. We're going to put a signature in. We're going to do it on all of them. And I think that definitely looks better than uh, messages. I did not finish this whole series, so I didn't. I'm certain there isn't in. There's not one in here yet. Okay, so I'll actually do this. We'll put the signature in here. Okay, so the first thing you need to do is find a picture, um, and for that, and the picture will have to be online. So here's what you're going to do. You're going to go to Picture Manager or whatever, and this picture was a lot bigger before, but here's how you do these things. And of course, you can do it in one of several different programs. I happen to use Picture Manager. So you're going to crop it. Now again, this is already cropped, so you want to get it pretty square, pretty close to square. And you can see 141 by 151. That's pretty close to square. If you needed to do more, you just come in here and just to get it down. So that's the first thing. And then once that's okay, come back up here. You do resize, and again, you want this to be somewhere in this neighborhood, 120 by 120, 130 by 130, something like that. I'll reduce this actually just a little bit more. So okay, so that's good to go, and then you're going to save it. Yes, this is already actually on my desktop, so that's number one. So you got to get a picture the right size. Number two, you're going to have to put a picture. You're going to have to take that picture and put it in PhotoBucket or one of those. So I've already done that, and I'll actually show you the picture that I'm going to use and the signature that I'm going to use as soon as this comes up. Oh, here we go. Okay, so that's the picture I'm going to use. So you can see it's 97 by 100, and here's the signature that I'm going to use, and I'll show you where I got that in just one second. So let me go back to this. Hang on a sec. Okay. And you can see I did raise earlier today, and so this is the picture that we started with, but it was just way too big. So I trimmed it down, and Ray, if you can send me another one, I'll actually do a little bit better job. But for some reason, we both have our heads cut off a little bit here, and okay. So you're going to go to a program called My Live Signature. I have this program. You don't even have to download it if you don't want. You can just use it just the way it is. But you're going to click on a signature for email. It doesn't make any difference which one you do. What am I doing here? Hang on. That's not what I want. Oh, new signature. I'm sorry. New signature. So use the signature creation wizard. Enter your name here. Jerry Goldsmith. Next step. Oh, I didn't separate it. Okay, let's go back a page and try it again. Okay, now seriously, guys, you can get lost in here. I mean, there's just, as you can see, up to 120. Let's just pick one. I've already done this once before, but let's click that one. And let's pick next. And then it's going to ask me two things. What size you want it. I'm going to make it pretty small. So you're just going to go down and click next. And there's one last step. That's what it's going to look like right there. The next step is to set the slope. I mean, if for some reason you want to do something nuts here, but as you can see, I've already got this one. I just use the straight across one, and then you hit next. Okay, so that's ready to roll. And the next thing is that you would have to take that signature up to my sigs, so it'll be in here. And here's all my signatures. So you would take this and you would upload it into Photoshop. Okay, and again, I've already had mine in there, so I'm not going to do that. But pretty easy to do. You just move that to your desktop or wherever you wanted to move it, and select photos and files, and just upload it. I know you guys know how to do that. Again, let me go over here, and I'll show you the ones that we're going to use. So this is the picture I'm going to use. This is the email I'm going to use, and I'll show you why that's important in a minute. So let me get into edit your message. Now, there's actually a way that you can do all of your emails at once, and I'll show you where that is. If you go into list settings, you can set up normally we don't put anything in here. The reason is if you put something in here, I mean, I could put, my website, and then I could put an email signature in here with HTML code. And I'll do another video and show you how to do that. But you have to go to a program like NVU or some sort of HTML kind of editor. There's a program on Firefox called YStamp. Again, it's a great program. I'll show you how to do that another time. But for tonight, or for this video, we're just going to go with this. Okay, so let me come down to one that I know I don't have anything in. All right, so I'm going to click here. I'm going to come down, and where do I want this to go? Now ahead. Okay, I want this to go here, right there. So I click here, and it's going to ask me to insert the URL. And let me tell you where you get the URL. This is pretty cool. All right. Now, normally you copy and paste, you do all that sort of crap. You don't do any of that stuff. You just put your cursor right on here, click it, and it copied it. So there's no copy and paste to get it out of there. The only place you're going to do that is when you come back in here and click on Edit Your Message. You're going to paste it. You want to preview, you just click on Image. Okay, there we go. And bingo, insert. Okay, so that's done. And now let's go get put the cursor here. Let's go get the signature. And oh, I'm sorry. We got to go to Photo Bucket. And the same thing. You just put the mouse or the cursor right on the name. All of these are going to come up. The only one you want is the second one down. You don't right click and copy and paste. You just left click one time. It's already copied. Now you're going to come back over to edit your message. It's going to go right here. So that's where you want to put your picture. Now you do have to right click and do copy and paste, do paste in here. Let's do a preview in here. Click on the image down, and boom, you'll see the signature. Great. Okay, I like that. And there it is. Now you will notice that this got pushed down a little bit. So what I generally like to do is bring this back up. Just that one line, and that's it. That's the whole thing. Very, very simple to do. You come down here, you save your message. Okay, guys, so I went back in and sent myself an email, and I wasn't crazy about the way it looked. So I'll show you the way it came the first time it came. You can see that I wanted a bigger space there, and I wanted no space there. So I went back into the follow-up message editor, and I'll show you what I did. I took the space um, out of between there, and then I added a space here. So now there's a little more room between the signature, and I backed up these two signatures, and ended up with it in exactly the spot that I wanted. Um, and then of course I went back here into the messages, follow up, and I'm going to send myself a test message again. This will be the final time. It's going to Jerry Goldsmith 1. And I think I showed you this already, but I re-recorded the end of this. So you can send these one at a time. If you had them all done, you could send all messages at once. Pick out any one you want, but we know we're dealing with number 11 here. So let's send that to the final test. And no, did that to Jerry Goldsmith 6. Let me do this one. Let me go back here. This is the one we just got. And voila. So there's a little bit better space in here. I took this out of here. There was just a bad spacing in there in the first one I sent. I'll show that to you. So that's the first time it came. You know, there was a lot of room in between, so I went back in. I took out one space. When I got back in, okay, that looks pretty good, but now I wanted a space in here. So I went back into the editor and put that space in. And yeah, so this is the reason you send them out and test yourself. Make sure all the links work. You make sure that the phone works. You make sure this is going to the right site. And I already did all of that. And normally this would be down here on most of the other letters, but you're asking them to give you a call here. And when I do these, I'll probably leave the Jerry Goldsmith out of a few of these. Just go with the signature, maybe every other one or something like that. So that's it, guys. That's how you put your email. That's how you put your picture and a picture of your signature in your autoresponder email. And again, when you do it this way, you have to do it to every single one. And I'll recut that other video tomorrow and show you how to do it below. So take care. If you have any questions about it, give me a shout.